I'm definitely laughing a lot more. Because I'm definitely on TikTok and just laughing because things make me laugh. But even just like here, I'm just laughing a lot more. But I'm getting more and more uh, crucial and more. I'm trying to get more serious about my life path because I'm not sure what I want to do with my life. I'm 25 currently. I like making music. I like doing creative things. I'm gonna still do that. But it's just like capitalism is a big thing, which is really fake, but it's also, cause as we can see now in this economy, it's really fake because if the powers that be wanted, consumerism to continue, they would do what they needed to do to make it necessary for people to consume and continuously run this, smorgasbord, this cog machine known as capitalism. But that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to figure out what I actually want to do with my life. Like, so many people I heard, this is what I want to do since I was a kid, X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, as a kid, I'm not going to say what I wanted because I don't want people to in my business like that. But, like, I know what I wanted, and now it's changed. It's like, I don't want to be on there. Like, I may still embark on that, but it's like, it's changed. And I don't know if that's, like, due to, like, life events, witchcraft, because I truly believe in witchcraft. I do. As a magician myself, I really do. Or a witch, or a warlock, you can, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I do believe in that. But it's just like, knowing what I know now, like, and knowing what I want to do at K5, that's per se, for example, like, is that the same thing I want to do right now as an adult, right? And I think it's, like, analyzing that, because people's like, do what you want to do as a kid, that's healing work, that's shadow work, that's what you should be doing. Is it though? Because, like, I can do shadow work based off of a shadow work book that I got and still not want to do what I want to do as a child. Things change, right? And it's just like, I'm not trying to get into a depressive state because I'm going to find something to do and stick to it, right? And hopefully things will come of it or something. I don't know. But, like, I'm here to say it's just, like, what I wanted to do as a kid, like, it may look different, right? It may be on the same path, but it just may look different. Or it may be exactly what you want to do, as you want to do as a kid, Like, I just wish, as a kid from K5 all the way up to 8th grade, or even when I was 18, as a senior, I would have kept that. Because things happened in life, and, life does happen, but it's just like, I forgot about that. And it changed and it just shifted, and I just wanted to be present in my life, right? And that's what I was doing, just being present with every moment. Because, again, life happened, and I wasn't thinking about the dream I had. I wasn't even thinking about the future, to be quite honest. Like, as a kid and as an adult, or as a teenager, I was just really taking it step day by day because, again, life was hard. And I didn't feel as though, like, I could think about the future because I was just trying to get over my emotions and things of that nature. Not get over my emotions, trying to be present with my emotions and trying to figure out what was going on with my life as a kid and trying to make sense of it, right? Because as a kid, you should have this childhood mentality. Your parents are always going to be there, blase, blase. And I'm adopted. So that was just something I was just believing in. But come to find out, like, that type of facade really goes down the hill when one of your adoptive parents dies when you're 9 years old, right? And then your other adoptive parent, because I say adoptive parent, these are not my real parents. Thank God for my adopted father. My adopted mother, But anyway, my adopted mother had a stroke when I was 15. And in between that time, right, from 2009 to 2015, right, there was multiple deaths in between there. So, like, death and, like, if you know the tarot, or, like, rebirth, if you will, but I didn't know that at the time, but it was really just a feeling of death and just, like, just a lot of just death and, like, accidents and things of that nature. So there might have been witchcraft associated with that family. I'm not going to lie to you that I had the unbeknownst pleasure, unfortunately, to be a part of. But either way, like, knowing that now, it's just like, I didn't really have time to dream, right? Like, I would listen to music just to get through the day and just, like, go through life. Like, I was just going through life, like, going through the motions, if you will. And then after, a time I started going outside and feeling alive again. For most of that season, right from 2009 to 2012 or 2015, like, I was going through it, like, emotionally, thinking about it now, just like as a kid, going through the motions, being depressed, losing someone I loved a lot, and then going through other identity shifts and things of that nature, and not having someone to bounce that off of as a kid is really big. And as a black gay kid, it was really big too. And I didn't, like, know what to do about that. And now, having completed high school, having completed college, right, and doing what I was supposed to do, quote unquote, per what society says. Society's a fucked up bitch. Fucked up pig. Okay? Because what the fuck do you mean? I'm supposed to do this, and I was supposed to, that word supposed to and should do this, and then end up doing it, i.e. accounting, and it's not anything I wanted to do. Like, that shit is boring as fuck. It's just a whole bunch of hierarchy, a whole bunch of clique shit here in the workplace where it shouldn't be. You should come to work and just go home. But it's a whole bunch of clique shit. I don't know what it is. And I'm sure that's how Hollywood is like that too. And I'm just like, ugh. All this is a bunch of just little cliques and shit like that. It's just like, ew. At the end of the day, I'm on the path to find, my purpose. And I hopefully I get to find it. But hopefully you find yours too. Right? And don't get bogged down about what you don't have and what you're going through right now, because hopefully you're in the process of finding your purpose. And if not, I really would advise you to start trying to find your purpose, because what the fuck? Like, seriously, do not... If society tells you need to do this, I would say don't believe it. There's a certain part of capitalism that we're all playing into, myself included, unfortunately, as a spirit being, that I'm also playing into. But until I actually am in my purpose completely, like, I might play into that, unfortunately. And it's just like, well, how do you not do that? It's trying to find my purpose. Find your purpose. And play into that and see how long that might take you to get money for that. But that's important, to find your purpose, all in all. And don't be afraid to do that. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I recently just quit a job. In, what was it, March of 2020, my accounting job, because it wasn't fulfilling. It was, what was it? It was burdening, right? And I've had, jobs before in accounting, internal audit specifically, where I was like, this environment is very destructive and not conducive to who I want to be in this environment or as a professional. And I was like, it was just a job. No, it's just the industry that I'm working in. I chose internal audit completely, being honest and candid, as opposed to external auditing or, cost accounting or things of that nature, because it would be easier and not so, like, sucking, if you will, and noticing that it's still sucking in other ways, right? And it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, and this is what we agreed to, what I agreed to in my daily life, to be, incurring, like, money, just to get money to shop and go and do other things. Like, my biggest thing is food. I love food. So, like, buy food and, like, do that, which is cool, but it's just, like, at what cost? Like, it's really not, it's just not for me. I know a lot of other people can attest to this, working within the Big Fours or even a second-tier accounting firm, right? That shit is so boring. It looks good on paper. It looks good when somebody looks out, oh, that's such a good job. Is it really, though? I had someone tell me, applying for food stamps, like, last week, that, like, oh, that's a good job. And you can see, like, you can read between the lines, if you will. Like, well, why would you want to leave that job? That shit is disturbingly, like, sucking. Like, it sucks the life out of you, right? And especially from the type of industry I was working in, coming off of, like, education. I was working in with the 3-man group, doing business process controls. If you know what business process is, like, for a educational company, doing over, like, 300 controls, right? Testing it based on like, one person, right? From interim, phase 1, all the way to year end. I was doing most of the testing. And imagine doing that, like, starting January 24, doing that for a whole year, and then not getting a raise, and then dealing with the bitch of a manager who was like, why isn't this done? Why isn't this done correctly? Like, X, Y, and Z. Like, bitch, shut up before you get slobbed. Like, seriously, across the room. Like your baby daddy did to you. Like, stop playing with me, bitch. Like, And that's just how I was thinking. I was like, this isn't worth it. Like, this shit isn't worth it. And now I'm just like, you know, finding my purpose, doing other things, you know, doing what I got to do. But a lot of this was like, this shit isn't cute. Like, this is just for optics. And everybody I've been around, and this is really, like, really fucking with me. Everybody cares too much about optics for me and what everything looks like. And I really will slap the shit out of somebody the next time I meet them. That's just like, oh, this is about optics. No, bitch. It's about, like, what you think people would like. And as if, like, that matters. Like, what other people think or perceive. Like, perception is really, really big here. Or just in general in society. And it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, perception will, like, can be very dangerous. Just for layman's terms, or in layman's terms, rather. It can be very dangerous. Why do we care so much about perception? Or what something is perceived to be? When in actuality, it's horrible. We're learning that in the age of Aquarius, right? In this day and age, the perception given off by many of these elites and things are just falling apart because it's not real and it's not sustainable. And next is going to be these corporate structures as we are seeing in the job market. And I'm just like, how is this sustainable? How is this okay? Right? And it's coming from a place of just like, it's soul sucking and it's also life threatening and just like taking away. But again, the other side of it, it's not compensating well either. So you can't say that one person is being compensated well by also just, you know, having their life sucked out of them. It's not an even exchange. And it never was an even exchange for me. And I'm learning that quickly. And as I go through my next phase of life, learning what that looks like for me. And like, what the fuck? So like, yeah. And it's just annoying. Because I'm like, I kind of miss, you know, old days where I didn't actually have to work as a kid and just go to barbecues and things was just much simpler. Yeah, fuck. I miss the barbecue. Today's Memorial Day. Ask me if I'm going to a barbecue. No. Ask me, did I have a burger today? No. Did I have a hot dog today? No. I wanted baked beans. I didn't have baked beans today. Fuck. Damn.